Good morning, everybody. First off, I just want to say I hope everybody had a great Thanksgiving. And I'm sending love, light, and peace to everybody. You know, I started this amazing job a little just over a month ago. And I bless this new job because I work with a bunch of folks, and like the dynamic is unlike anything I've ever seen in the past of the jobs that I've had. Here we talk and we communicate and we build with each other, and we just like it's just so much different than anything I've ever seen in the past. But today, we just experienced Thanksgiving, right? We all think of Thanksgiving as a time to get with friends and family and have a meal and say your prayers and this and that and everything else. But I think so many of us have completely forgotten what this holiday is all about. Sure, it's about sitting down to a beautiful turkey, and sure, you have all the other trimmings, your casseroles and your pies and your cakes and your desserts and your whatever, right? I'm a big fan of cranberry sauce. You give me a can of that and I'll destroy it. But my colleagues today, since I was at work, um, we like to ask each other questions. We like to get to know each other on levels that most places don't connect with their workers, right? Get to know each other and work together and commingle together, right? Like, get to know each other. But for whatever reason, apparently because I'm one that can shock and awe a room. So, but we got asking questions. And we got just in another one of our brainstorming, and in another one of our getting to know each other, because we're like a family there, like legitimate family, not just people who come together to work together and bring up ideas and make a day, go well, but we actually talk and we actually care about each other, and it's like everybody bringing something to the table. It's not just a bunch of, daddy's golf buddies that sit up at the chair table, right? They make millions of dollars every year and so forth, and they make all the decisions, and all the smaller people just do all the work and make all the money for the company, right? But not here. Like, you're involved. Like, they welcome your ideas. They bring like they talk to the lowest man on the totem pole and say, "Hey, bring your ideas to the front of the table, and like we want to hear what you have to say too, because you matter too." And so we got talking, and so I asked the question, what are you grateful for? What do you give thanks for every day? And a lot of the folks kind of looked at me and so forth, like they started scratching their heads, like, good Lord, man. And like, it's like a lot of them have never heard that question. Or maybe they have, but it's just been a while since that thought has come up. And so the senior person at the table kind of got up and kind of came over to me and gave me a hug. Like, I didn't expect this. Like, we were just asking questions and sitting around a board table and having a powwow, if you will. And I'm low man on the totem pole. I've been there a month, right? So after I hugged the manager of the group, the senior person of the group, it was a really good moment because the atmosphere and the energy in the room changed with that question, because that is what Thanksgiving is actually about. It's not about sitting down with friends and family and eating a good meal and all of that. It is about, like, when you say your prayers, what are you grateful for? And that question legitimately shocked and awed this group of awesome people that I get to work with, because we're all about talking and we're all about closeness and conversations, and how can we make this situation all the better for all of us, not just for daddy's golf buddies, but for everybody. And so I pulled out my notebook that I had with me in my little bag that I carry into work, and I handed out papers, right? Tore out pieces of notebook paper and slid them across the desk at each person. And we all spent some time writing down what we're all grateful for. And after about, oh, I don't know, probably 20 minutes, right? Answers started coming in, and people started like chiming up instead of going into their think tanks and writing down everything that they're grateful for. And I'm telling you what, some of these people, they came up with like a list of things that they're grateful for. And then we sat around and we talked about each thing, and we talked about it, and we gave reasons about why we're grateful for this, and we gave, you know, like, it was legitimate soul searching question answer reaction to the question. And after we all talked about it for a while and so forth, they clapped their hands and so forth, because I'm low man on the totem pole, right? I've been there a little over a month. But each one of them, they came up and they gave me a hug, and they were like, just wow. So, it's a small challenge. Take a moment at some point in time and challenge yourself and sit down with a piece of paper. And what are you grateful for? And the things that you will come up with. And then the reaction afterwards of just you sitting back and just thinking about things, and just like, it'll be healing. It'll be informative. It'll be education for your own soul. But sending you guys all love. Happy Thanksgiving. Until next time.